But just multitask. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Derby City Sports Review Show. And with people you might know, you might learn something you ain't know. Derby City, do you catch a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show. Derby City Sports Review is a classic. Click on the latest to see what happened. All facts and never capping. Don't be sleeping, maybe only napping. We do not fold, we are not some napkins. I don't mean to control you like a captain. But just multitask. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Derby City Sports Review Show. And with people you might know, you might learn something you ain't know. Derby City, do you catch a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show. Derby City Sports Review is a classic. Click on the latest to see what happened. All facts and never capping. Don't be sleeping, maybe only napping. We do not fold, we are not some napkins. I don't mean to control you like a captain. But just multitask. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Derby City Sports Review Show. And with people you might know, you might learn something you ain't know. Derby City, do you catch a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show.
What it be? What's going on, people? Welcome to Derby City Sports Review Show. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. And we have the Don. What's going on, Don?
What's going on? What's going on? You know, hey, it's hump day. It's hump day. Get a little bit closer to the weekend, and you know, hey, time to chill. Weather getting, but then supposed to turn around next week. So, hey, it's spring. It's spring. It's dark.
Derby City. T-Rock. What's going on, sir?
Apparently, I'm a little feisty today,
Yes,
and
we need it.
and at the same time, I'm glad that Don is acknowledging that it's Hump Day and the weekend because it's not for us working folk. Gotta get it in. I'll leave it. That's the last one. That's the last one.
I was gonna say like, I can't help it. I can't help it. It ain't my fault. It ain't
Talk
my
about get
fault.
close to the
So
weekend.
So the days are not running together for you?
Man,
Not
I
yet.
can really keep up. And hey, let me give a quick shout out to my granddaughter. It's her 7th birthday today, Miss Avery.
Way to go,
Yes.
Miss Avery.
All
Yes.
right.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Big time.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
To you. What? What? That's not what we're used to, though. What is that? Woo.
I'm detoxing.
I was about to say, must be some detox going on through there.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Well,
I hear you.
detox.
Okay. Ain't no wrong with that. Ah, another detoxer. Yes, we got. Oh boy, I must either hit a long early part of the day. Yesterday was something. I mean,
Man,
I can only imagine. I
long
know you.
weekend.
I know you was at work, and you was probably watching the game somewhere. So you know.
I stayed there. I was at the crib watching, but I was good.
Okay.
I was being good. Yeah.
Okay. So we can get rocking and rolling with a shout out to the sponsors, Malwire Beard Company, In Touch Therapy, Dr. Dion Woods, T-Shirt Hooligan, and a brand new member, Brown Valley Sports. So check them out. We had did a post on that and got a little commercial with that also. So show the love, big time on the Brown Valley memorabilia. Going to be having all that kind of stuff. Kentucky, Louisville. So you can check it out. Also go ahead and subscribe. You can email, and we're going to be doing some giveaways. So, you know, if you want to go ahead and be a part of the giveaway, you got to go ahead and drop that email so we can go ahead and get it to them so you understand whenever they have new memorabilia for you guys to buy. Really cool thing. And actually, it's my brother's stuff, so it's good for him. You know, he's in Arizona, so he's doing this stuff. So we really appreciate the love, all that kind of thing. So make sure you do that and support everybody that you see. And also like, subscribe, and share. Sure.
Share.
That
Sure.
means a lot if you go ahead and share and comment. So we really appreciate you. So let's go ahead and hit it running. And we're gonna let's get into some high school. We're just gonna go over a little stuff for you guys. We're not gonna really go hard. We will be covering a little bit more as the Sweet 16 is going on right now for the ladies and as the boys begin theirs next week. But we're gonna start off with this game that we actually was at on Monday. That's why we didn't have a show. St. X 63, Ballard 49. This was for all the mamas to play for Sweet 16. And this game right here, where is the fire marshal? Yeah, I'm telling. I am telling. Next time I'm a part of it, I'm telling everybody, hey, man, it was so packed in there. It was ridiculous. And I don't know where all this money go to because they made a lick. And that's not even counting concession stands. We're talking about this the 13 and a half, whatever that you're charging people, and 15 for the people who didn't have it. And it was way too many people in there. Way too many. And I mean, we've been, in the past that has been packed, that we've been up at the top and all that kind of stuff like that. But come on, man. When people has to park across Dixie Highway or park at elementary schools to get to the place, that's a problem. Like, I mean, you ain't got to be that greedy. Like, that's for real. I mean, great atmosphere, I get it. And you can have great atmosphere without all the extra people. I mean, that's, shit. If something without, man, it'd been a really bad scene. That's how many people was in there. Real bad scene. I digress. Yeah. Don't worry, because probably in April, we'll probably after some vacation stuff, we'll probably bring back bourbon with Special Sports, and I'm gonna be all on that ass. And you know who's I'm talking about, big time. So 63-49, St. X take care of business, and like I said, we was at this game, and it was St. X. St. X really showed me a lot of athleticism. Not even just Lindsay. You know what I'm saying? The other guy, man, they starting five is legit. Now, if you get into that bench, you may have a chance. But that starting five, man, hey, man, Chief feel like he been there forever. He probably have been. He been there forever. And Chief is taking care of business. We all know about it's the 4 J's. You know what I'm saying? It's Jeremiah, Jordan, Jermaine, and Joshua, all of them, and then you earn, you got Klein, all that kind of stuff, Connor. But they was very impressive, man. And Ballard, it just seemed like they couldn't get it going. It was like the moment was like a little bit too big. To me, I didn't think they had enough ball handler. When you have Cole running point, I think I'd rather have him coming off screens. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff like that. Because they had another shooter on there, another dude, the two, whatever. But Cole, you want to get good look and big Grivner. But that guy, Jordan Jackson, man, that dude was blocking and trying to dunk all on Grivner. I'm like, man, dude was nasty. And he was quick. He ain't nothing but a sophomore. And he, man, everybody, he's missing. He's getting the rebound. He's doing, man, he was very, very active in this game. Jeremiah Jackson had 17 points, and he also had 7 boards. Jordan Jackson, the sophomore, had 17 points, 9 boards. Chief had 16 points and 8 boards. I mean, man, everybody boarded for them. And Mr. Lindsay has 6 points, a nice alley-oop, and 8 boards, man. I mean, it was just explosive. Great game, great atmosphere. St. X is going back to Lex, man. Going back to Lex. Don, what's your thoughts on the game, man?
Going to the game, I was already thinking. I was like, okay, this should be a battle. I mean, they went through the season. They was 1-1 against each other.
Right.
I mean, hell, you had the first game, St. X won 62-60. The second game, Ballard came and they took out St. X 73-70. So I'm like, hey, it's got to be, this is crunch time. This whoever wins goes to Sweet 16. Then St. X said, yeah, hold my cup. And they handled business. And it just looked like St. X was just too much for him. Like you said, Chief was all over the place, and he was hot early.
Yeah, it was.
He got hot early. And, hey, we got to give big props to Jordan Jackson right there, because that was that kid, yeah, he handled business. He held his own against Gribner. So, all this said, I mean, came down to St. X just had more of it and wanted more.
See, Rock, what's your
Game.
thoughts on the game?
I thought it was good in a sense to where at least for a second there, Ballard brought it close. Right when you think they was going to turn the corner, St. X turned it on again. And it wasn't just like they ran. It was plays. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ballard relied a lot on Cole to do his thing. Grivner's good, but he's raw.
Right. Freshman.
He's extremely raw. Right. So he's still got a lot of work to do. But what Ballard did is they literally St. X, they literally ran plays. You know what I mean? They relied on each other as opposed to relying on one, maybe two guys. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what I saw. That's what I kind of took from it. Ballard is a complete team. I mean, I keep saying Ballard. St. X is a complete team. So hopefully, Ballard can, gel. Maybe make another run. But yeah, St. X is just too many athletes on the floor.
That as long as those guys stay at that school, and I'm saying this because I really mean it, because you just never know what school the next person goes to these days. It's kind of like transfer portal in the damn college, right? Some people may be getting paid too. I don't know. Just saying. But the future battles between Jordan and Grivner is going to be massive, because one's a sophomore and one's a freshman. And man, that's going to be a goodie. That's going to be a good one. So
I just hope somebody develops Grivner.
Right. I'm pretty sure he comes from a great stock. If you don't remember, his dad was the offensive tackle for University of Louisville, 6'9". He's 6'10". So I'm pretty sure he's going to get all them camps and fine tune what he needs to do to get stronger. And he's going to be a problem. He is going to be a problem, big time.
See it. Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's an easy C right there. And like I said, Jordan, big time. So St. X with that victory, they play Covenant Catholic next Wednesday at Rupp Arena, 11 a.m. in the morning. Come on, man. Why we get the 11 a.m. in the morning? And the winner of this next game is also I'm for real, man. Like, shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. We know what the deal is. But next up, another good game. This was a low scoring. I don't know if it was ball holding or field goal missing. But Butler 38, J-Town 35. And yeah, man. I mean, when I was looking at the halftime score, and I was like, whoa, is that low? Like,
Right.
I'm thinking, is that the first quarter? Because even the first quarter was low. Like, what is going on with this? But our guy, Mr. Wilder, buries a 3-pointer, and that was all she wrote. So, you're talking about two teams going head-to-head battling for the opportunity to go to Rupp. And Butler, man, Suda Butler. Suda Butler in the house. LeBron is going back to Rupp and all that good stuff. So, hey, congratulations to them. They going to play Hazard on Thursday, 11 a.m. Come on, man. The two Louisville schools got to play at 11 a.m. back-to-back days.
Back to back. I mean,
that's crazy. That's shenanigans. Don, you got anything on this game you want to add?
No, I mean, really, once I was, keeping track of it, is you was hearing the commentary and whatever else was just like, they couldn't hit water off a bridge because it was like it was just so ugly. And once I was like, God, this the oh man, I was thinking this was halftime score at one point when it was getting down to it. So
What you said?
hey, I'm surprised. I mean, surprised Butler did, but like you said, they did what they had to do to get there. Hey, you pulled out a win. It was a rock fight. Looked like good rock fight.
Rock fight. Good old defense. Good old defense.
Mhm.
Anything to add, T Rock?
I was just gonna say it's just like, hey, it must have been a hell of a defensive game. And nobody put the ball in the basket.
Right, right. For two
Good
teams that
God.
normally can score.
Right.
Right.
Well, let's hope this trend don't continue for Butler.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right. You can't do that. You can't do that at Rock.
Hasn't beat that dunk to death.
It'd be like 60-9. Like, what is that? Because you gotta play against 8 people anyway. 11 in the
right.
morning.
Look like when
11
them
in the
girls
morning.
scores.
Right. Big time. Speaking of that, we're gonna jump into it. Actually, we're just gonna talk about right now. Assumption played today against Callaway County and took them to the woodshed, 72-35. But this is the second time they took them to the woodshed. Callaway County coach was like, we played them early in the year, and hopefully we're a better team than what we were last time. And it doesn't matter, buddy. You got blown out again, big time. I feel your pain, but it is what it is. And Assumption was led by Miss James. I think she had like 22 points or something like that. She understands the assignment, and she's gonna be a problem. Right now, I anticipate Assumption and George Washington Clark playing for the championship. Two great teams, and we're gonna see who's gonna ball out. But a great win for Assumption. They play Frederick Douglass, which is going to be another good game on Friday at 11 a.m. in the morning.
Oh shucks! Come on.
At Rupp Arena. Yes, at Rupp Arena. So I guess they decided. I guess they wasn't selling out a lot because you remember they used to play them at Western Kentucky. So now they playing at Rupp. So Rupp is Lexington's getting all the money. Way to go, Lex. We know what you're doing. We know what you're about. But yeah. So Assumption plays Frederick Douglass Friday. This coming Friday at 11 a.m. Whew. Yeah.
Butter.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's disgusting,
Absolutely.
bro. All right, well, if we're going to go backtrack to one of the games, one of the region finals, and this one was Bullet East beats PRP 57-55. Coach Black, and them hats off to them on a great season.
Great season.
Came out the woodwork and was balling, had them young ladies ready to play, and it showed. And Bullet East was just better last Saturday than they were. Bullet East will play Franklin Simpson, which is going to be a tough game. They play Thursday tomorrow at 11 a.m. So they headed where regions 6 and 7, which is normally Louisville schools, to come to Lexington and play 11 in the morning.
Already set up ahead of time.
Disgusting. Yeah. Disgusting, bro. Come on. Come on, dude. That's crazy. Cause ain't Franklin Simpson out down there in West Kentucky? Down there? Where Franklin
Where's
Simpson?
it? Hold on, I'll tell
Franklin Simpson.
Hold on, let me look.
I'm thinking they down south.
I think they're down going towards Tennessee. Ain't it?
Tennessee.
Down there.
Kind of
going towards that way.
That's what I'm thinking. And that's crazy to have. I mean, granted, these teams is probably already there, of course, but still, man, How about the fan base? You used to be able to go ahead and drive to school or leave early, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Don't go to school to go. Hell, they got to leave 6 in the morning.
Yeah, they
Right.
they got under the state line down south,
Yeah, like
Franklin County.
I know they really bitching. 11 a.m. Come on, man. And like I
They
said,
on the other side of Green.
okay, other side of Bowling Green. So, and I'm talking about not the team. The team is there. I'm talking about the fans. Like,
Right.
damn, the student body. 11 a.m. Like, you got to really, like, you probably got to leave 5 in the morning to come up there. That's crazy, man. That's, whew.
That's
I'm just,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm just gonna say LEX.
Mm.
LEX. That's LEX all day, all day. Well, good luck, Bullet East, against Franklin Simpson. Like I said, good luck, Assumption. Going up, good luck, Saint X. Good luck, Suda Butler. Big time. All right, let's get into let's just dive on into it now. Let's get it. ACC tournament is here. It's ready to rock and roll. It's already started. You had Louisville play against SMU. You had a lot. Yesterday you had the news of Mr. Mikael Brown not playing the ACC tournament, and I know we talked about this last week and different stuff like that. And really, like, if you're not healthy, sit on down. Don't we know that the best thing for a back like is rest. So I don't think no one expected, even with him, to win the damn tournament. So why kind of risk it a week earlier before the big dance and have him ready to go with that? But I will say this: Louisville, these last 2 wins, and I'm including today's win over SMU, has been probably more satisfying win besides the Kentucky, because that's a rival. And the reason why I'm saying it, you went on the road against Miami. You took care of business against a ranked team, which you haven't done in years. Even before, I think it was 19 before Kelsey came, so can't blame him. He's just only his second year. You did it without Mikael Brown. You did it with some guys that's playing different roles. You actually had Woolley that was playing the point guard, which I'm glad that we got to identify who was actually going to be important to let Ryan Conwell do his thing. McNeely shooting mid jumpers in Miami game, all this kind of stuff. Zoo getting this great win. Then you followed up against a team who scored almost 100 points on you the last time you played 2 weeks ago. SMU was all on that ass. Let's be honest. And and Louisville was scoring, but their defense sucked. If you would have told me that the score was 62-58, I would have thought you'd have talked about halftime. The way the last time these 2 teams played. But no, Louisville dug in, played defense, was battling back and forth, was down. This is the first time that Kelsey's team has won after trailing, I think, the 5-minute mark or something like that. They came back and won a game. So he's setting all kinds of records, big time. Real quick, let me get you the box scores, or give me the team stats and the box scores, and then we'll go ahead and dissect this a little bit more for you guys. This was not the best shooting game, period. This is like probably the college version of Butler versus J-Town. All right. Louisville shot 40%, SMU 43. 3-pointers, Louisville was 6 for 26. Now, we know, we done seen them numbers before and what that looked like, right? 6 for 26 for 23%. SMU was 9 for 27 for 33. Free throws. Louisville went to the line 20 times, 14 for 20. SMU 1 for 3. So 70% between 33. Rebounds, Louisville got out rebounded by 2, 34-32. Assists, Louisville only had 8 assists. SMU had 10. Steals, Louisville had 6. SMU had 5. Blocks, SMU had 5. Louisville had 2. Total turnovers, Louisville had 10 turnovers without their starting point guard. And SMU had 14. Points in the paint. Louisville had 26. SMU had 24. Now, individual scoring real quick. This Louisville stuff. Zoo with some big buckets in this game. Big in crunch time. I mean, he had 18 minutes, which is the most minutes that he's played in a single game. He has 7 points on 3 for 4 shooting, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. Adrian Woolley, another good game for him, stepping up big. 14 points, only on 3 for 9 field goal, 1 for 5 3-pointers, 7 for 8 free throws, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 0 turnovers in 36 minutes running point. Conwell, 33 minutes, 16 points, 6 for 15, 2 for 9. 3-pointers, had a dagger that gave Louisville the lead. Then he came back and did a layup, expanded to 4. He was 2 for 2 free throws, 3 rebounds, 0 assists, and 5 turnovers. He had half the turnovers himself. Right? Isaac McNeely, another solid back-to-back games for him. 39 minutes, 10 points. And I'm like, how is it? No. You got to see it. You had to see it. He was only 2 for 9 on field goals, 2 for 7 3-pointers. It's the same one. 4 for 5 free throws, 7 boards, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal. That's huge. So that man had 10, 7, and 5 as another wing 2 guard, right? Javon Hadley, 9 points, 4 for 8, 1 for 3 3-pointers, 4 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals. Sonata Frew, 15 minutes, 2 points, and 2 rebounds, 1 turnover. Kanal Roos, Ghost Man walking, 6 minutes, 0, 2 rebounds, 1 block. Ali Khalifa, 6 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 3 field goals, 1 steal, 1 block. Kobe Rogers, 13 minutes, 2 points. He had to give somebody a break, 1 steal. The Don, what's your thoughts on the game?
Oh, so many. I mean, going through that. Then once you look back at the game, when you see they just shot 3 free throws, that's remarkable. That's like, wow. They just shot a total of 3 free throws.
That look like us.
That's yes, that's like us in the past games and going against Duke or whatever the hell the game was. But seeing Zoo just, he got me pumped. You see him out in that court, Zoo had me pumped. I'm ready to go run through a brick wall with Zoo. He had me going. He's giving high fives to the front row. He's about to pitch. He was about, at the end of the game, he's about to throw the ball. When he was like, oh, hold up. But, yeah, it was good seeing Zoo out there doing his thing and everything. And Isaac, when you see, you just like, dang, I swear he had more than that. But seeing he did get some good shots at times, like I said, got a couple mid-rangers. Seeing with 7 and 5, that's remarkable. Conwell, at least he was clutch. He those 5 turnovers. He did some crazy turnovers, some uncalled for shots too. But when he was clutch time, he showed up. Hey, didn't ask for nothing more. Pulled out the win. Happy to see it. It was. I mean, they had you shaking in your boots and sweating. But hey, they pulled the win out. That's all I could ask for. I mean, it was good to see. Good to see.
T-Rock, what you got?
They did the one thing that I said they did every time we get on here and you say
defense.
Yes. They didn't decide to do it until the last couple minutes of the game, but they did it. And here's what's even more remarkable. They did it without fouling.
Right.
That's remarkable. And that's the game changer.
Yep.
That is the game changer. When you can actually play defense without fouling, You know what I mean? You can now you can now hopefully they can see this, right? Oh, that's what that's like. We can play somebody without fouling. And there were some terrible calls in this game. Absolutely horrendous calls in this game. But luckily a lot, they were able to get past this and actually play good defense. They were also lucky that Boobie Miller didn't have a really good game.
Under 10 points.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, was that defense or was that him just having a bad game? I would like to think it's just him having a bad game.
4 for 17.
Both.
Yeah.
4 for 17.
Right. Because and I think it was smart too. They put the dog on him. They put Wooly on him. And so that probably helped out a lot with that. You know what I mean? But again, defense without fouling, you can win these games. These close games. That's what I like about it.
They said this is the first time that Boobie has been under double figures since last year when he played Louisville. Boobie, real quick, Boobie Miller had 8 points, 4 for 17, 0 for 8 3-pointers, had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Yeah, held him in check. Big time. Big time. Yeah. That was it.
That was the change. That's the game changer.
Yep. Playing that.
You do not win this. You do not win this game without doing those two things.
They said this also is the first time that Coach Kelsey Louisville team has beaten a team without scoring 65 or more points.
Yeah.
62. Yeah. Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Take it.
Survive and advance. That's all it matters.
As long as you pull it out the win.
That's all. And you really had to get this win. Like you really had to get, like, we all want to win tomorrow first versus Miami, but you really could not have go one and done in this tournament. You had to win this game. Point. Like, with Miami, and the crazy thing is it's all about matchups. We talk about this, guys, about almost every time a game, especially in the tournament, it's all about matchups. This right here is contrast because Miami is not really going to push it unless they get an opportunity to break. We've seen what it looked like Saturday. They're going to try to get it to Renault and go to the free throw line 1,000 times. That's what they're doing. They're not a great 3-point shooting team. They like to live in the paint. So you're going to have Zoo and company, and hopefully we'll have a Sonata, a sighting. Haven't seen him in a while. I don't know where he been at. Him and Roos must be on in the beach somewhere together, chilling, because we ain't seen Roos in a long time. But yeah, he TikTok. He TikTok you to death. Now it's usually him and Wooly, but Wooly's probably saying, "Man, I'm gonna start TikToking Mikael Brown real quick." Talk his brain, because I had never seen somebody disappear like this, bro. This is like, dude had 2. Now, before I move on, Roos had 2 back-to-back double games, and we haven't seen him since. And
what's that old school? What's that old school saying? It smell itself.
Yeah. And we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Your ass is on the bench. That's what you are, bro. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna tell you who else was almost Kentucky 87, LSU 82. This is I was trying to explain to people because this was the first day of the SEC. So this is like, I'm the SEC. The ACC game started yesterday. So Kentucky advanced. They're gonna play Missouri tomorrow, which is like Louisville's game today. You win, you beat Missouri, you have Florida staring right at you. This is all about, and really, let's be real. Like if you're Kentucky, you have to win against Missouri. No, I mean, only people hope you guys will win against Florida is your fans. That's it. Nobody else Nobody else is believing that's going to happen. Nobody else. But
Nobody.
that Missouri game is crucial. That Missouri game is that's the game that's gonna not put you on that playing game on Tuesday night. Don't act like because you're blue blood, because you remember, was it last year North Carolina played in the playing game?
Yep.
It can happen to you.
Sure
It can happen to you. And why not? Because who's going to be going to Dayton? No. Kentucky fans will be there.
Kentucky, I know it.
Well,
Kentucky is like,
that is your
"No,
second
we
best,
too good for
second
Dayton."
favorite team. So I mean, I don't know. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
might be.
Yeah.
You might be there.
He'll show up. He'll show up.
You might be there. Who knows?
I
But
mean,
no, this
seriously.
he could be there. Word Waddle, he's there. He could be there. But Kentucky, like I said, it won 87-82. Pope gets it done, but they struggle. They struggle against the LSU team that everybody knows LSU's bad, a real bad team. It took a 12-1 run in the second half to get this win. You had a game that somebody on this roster probably would never have again in his life. Mr. Brandon Garrison, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 17 points. He haven't scored 17 points since he was in high school. I mean, let's be real. That's got to be a career high. But you're going to need that. You're going to need, and the crazy thing is you cannot depend on that. I was looking at the news and they said that Cam Williams came back and they was like, oh my gosh, he plays this. I'm thinking the dude scored 20 at 17. He scored 3 points in 17 minutes.
Exciting stuff.
It don't mean nothing. Like,
Well, he just
All he
got back.
yeah. But the crazy thing, all he did was took Trent Noah's minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, if you banking on somebody who just come back from a foot injury that really didn't do nothing in the first when he was there, I mean, you're in trouble. So, good win. Ortega Oweh, 23 points. Gunning ass Denzel Aberdeen, 16 points. Yeah, you could, Louisville live and dies by the 3, which they didn't do it today. Kentucky live and die with Ortega and Denzel. If they don't perform, they lose. And they almost lost this game to a horrible LSU team. Horrible. LSU was 3-15 in the league and really should have beat them the first time they played them.
Mm-hmm.
Don, did you watch any of your of this game, brother? I'm not gonna tease you like that. Did you watch any of this game? What was your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I mean, hell, I feel like I've been watching basketball all day long.
And we're gonna continue after we get over nothing but basketball, baby.
You've been watching all day long.
Hey, you gotta watch out because the Don's big board is coming back up for the tournament. Yes, sir. But
I'm so excited.
I watched.
He said, "I'm so excited." We can
so
tell.
excited.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah, I did. I mean, it kills me. One thing, I'm glad I tuned in when Moreno when he got slammed on. I'm glad I tuned in right before then when I sent y'all that. That was nice to see, even though they called a flagrant foul on old guy. But it's
because he
whatever.
smacked
So,
him. Is that what it was? Did he smack him on his elbow?
Smacked him elbow when he was going up.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to think who was doing their game. One of the commentators who was doing their game was like, I mean, y'all gotta think about this is just action. Just going through this is fast paced. And a move like that, you going up, no, you can't. It's really hard to call that call.
Well, it couldn't be old boy. What's his name? Jimmy Dykes. It couldn't have been him because he'd have been like, "Oh yeah, throw him out."
Right.
That's
exactly.
the biggest homer for Kentucky ever.
I think it was Dykes.
Was he? What?
I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember who.
I'm pretty sure it was Dykes.
But let me see. But anyway, Kentucky they should have pulled this game out early. I mean, they had a chance, but then let LSU back in it, and LSU just was making some crucial and dumb, stupid mistakes, not using their head wisely. Come on, use them at the very end. And Kentucky had some lucked up with some shots to get them a little bit ahead to seal it away at the end. So it wasn't really no great. I mean, even though they had 87 points, it wasn't no great output by them. They should have. LSU shouldn't even been in the game to be challenging to them to this much. They let them stay around to like a little bit more. LSU would have pulled this out. So Kentucky goes this way against Missouri. They straight out. They out.
T-Rock, anything to add?
I watched a little bit of the game, man, and yeah, you pointed out before I did. Yeah, they beat a 3-15 conference team, and almost didn't.
Right.
This if this is the way they're gonna play, Missouri's gonna take them to the woodshed.
Better wake up.
Yep.
Better wake up.
Yep, and Kentucky fans will not be happy. All that Sweet 16 talk is going to go straight down the drain.
And it's bad when they talk about Sweet 16 because they never talk about Sweet 16. You know what I'm saying?
They are settled.
Yeah, big time. Hell, the Louisville fans just trying to get one win. All right, next up.
Right. We just trying to get there. We just trying to
we
get
are,
there. Get
we are settled. We are settled.
Yes, we trying to get one win. Yeah, dude ain't never had one win. We just trying to do that.
Just trying to get one. Can I get one real?
Right, just one real. One real. All right. Everybody's out of player, especially in the ACC tournament, but Duke will be without two of the starters for the ACC tournament. Does it matter? Do y'all think that even though, it's their point guard, the one who abused McNeely here, the game we was at, who ain't never scored 20-some points again since then, and their starting center who got head-butted by Pryor. He's out. So them two starters out. So you still have, the player of the year, the rookie of the year. You still got Evans. You still got that stuff. But do y'all think, would y'all still take Duke to win it, or would y'all take the field? Don?
I don't know. It's kind of funny you said that because I already had Duke to win it myself. But then it makes me second. I was going back and second guessing myself, looking back over the book, and like, can they still pull this out without these two guys? They probably can. I'm like, they probably can. It's just going to take more from some of their other players. I think they can. It ain't going to be as easy, of course, as it would have been, but I think they still can pull it out.
T-Rock?
I'll probably still stick with Duke, too. You still, like you say, you still got, the best player on the team still playing. It's not like they're not a decently deep team,
right?
Without these two players, what's the true effect? You just lose one. You got one less ball handler and one less big guy. They'll make it up. So I would still consider them the favorite.
The crazy thing is that tomorrow's game is going to be tougher for them. Because Foster is the only point guard they have. It's that Boo's dude ain't really good. He's living off his brother. Let's be real. He's an okay player. Caden, the other twin.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that everybody looks at Florida State and they look at that 14 losses. Them dudes have turned their season around. I'm not saying they're gonna be Duke. I'm saying it's gonna be tougher because they are probably playing better ball than almost anybody else besides Duke. That's Florida State. This game is going to be very, very interesting. They said 7 o'clock. Like I said, don't get fooled with the 18 and 14. I've watched Florida State, and they are deep. They're not like like Hamilton's team, they got a little bit more NBA flavor to them. They got a big point guard. And so my thing is, Sarr is going to guard him. We're going to see what the referees do because dude takes you down to the post. He goes down and he irky jerky. You got to foul him. So we'll see. We'll see if the referees has the memo to get Florida State in foul trouble to kind of neutralize this kind of play. Or we're going to let them fight it out and see. We'll see like this. But and Virginia's probably happy. Virginia is healthy. Virginia is a real problem also, even though they on Louisville's bracket. But I'm with you. I think Florida State's going to be hairy, but Duke will win this one. But if it's a team that can really beat them, I think it's Virginia. Because they deep as hell. They long. They got the size. They got the guards. They got everything. I think people sleeping on them big time. I think a lot of Louisville fans dismiss them because Mikael Brown didn't play that game. That kind of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see big time. All right, next up. Syracuse head coach out of there. And they said they're doing a national. Yeah, Red is gone. Red is gone. 0-3 for tournament. And they said they're doing a national search. Would you do a national search? What you think? Should they, is that national search being that I'm going to get somebody cut from the cloth of Syracuse? Don't do Carmelo. I'm not saying do not do that. Don't be stupid to do that. Don't do that. Let him lie. Let him lie. I mean, because they are a Nike brand. Let's say that. They had a good run even before Carmelo. Then Melo won the championship, but I don't know. They're not a blue blood at all, but they're good. So, Don, you going with Melo, man? You think Melo?
I kind of laughed about it earlier when I first seen it because I got one of my work buddies. He's a big Syracuse basketball fan, and he was already campaigning. He had talking about Autry's out of there at the end of the season. He said, "I'm telling you," I'm like, okay. I'm like, who y'all gonna get? Right. I don't know. And I was thinking, like, I hope they don't do nothing stupid like Carmelo. Like, don't be those guys. Don't be those guys that you're gonna get talked about. Like, really? So it's gonna be. I can't picture like really like Syracuse is not to me it's not attractive. It's not no attractive job. So I don't know who can it grab like that from there.
Yeah. Tell you the truth, man. If old boy is ready to rock and roll, man, I'll still Virginia's coach. I play. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Even though Virginia's has been relevant because they won the championship, like it's a lot of young coaches that are good, that are really good.
You go young.
You know what I'm saying? They're really good, but I don't know. T-Rock, what you thinking? You thinking of anybody? Are you thinking of a type or?
I'm not thinking of anybody in particular, but I do think they need to do a national search. I mean, I think they should get somebody who honestly has nothing to do with Syracuse, but understands kind of like a Kelsey situation, right? Understands what Syracuse basketball is. Now, it may not be the most attractive job, but it is steeped in tradition. Boeheim was there for 120 years.
Woo.
You know what I mean? And there's tradition there. You know what I'm saying? They won the championship. I mean, many moons ago, but they won one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so it was one of those situations where when he retired, he had to because it was the game had gone past him.
Right.
Just like many other coaches before him, the game has just gotten past him. But yeah, definitely go out and get somebody. Do not anybody who graduated from Syracuse, played at Syracuse, nothing like that. Go out and get you a fresh bright-eyed, bushy-tailed coach who's wanting to come in there and coach up his team. That's what
True.
I think.
True. I mean, yeah, I'm with you. Don't because you already did that. You saw what
Yeah.
it looked like. Let's don't
Get out.
repeat.
Yeah.
Don't repeat. You know, that's why yeah, you it's plenty of good coaches, young coaches that are
Plenty.
doing tremendous. And no, Don, it would not be Nolan Smith.
Jim Boeheim was there 47 years. Golly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put his sons through there. Because you know them
Yeah,
sons
like I
would
said,
not
120 years.
they would not been Division One if it wasn't for
Right.
him. So, Buddy and the other one. So yeah, he did what he had to do. All right, so one more. Yeah. Let's go on and get this. Let's get this out the way.
That hurt.
Women basketball ACC championship game. You guys know about it. Y'all know what the deal was. This game, Louisville against Duke. It was the revenge. Get back at them because what they did, and they beat you at home when you couldn't score in the first 5 minutes or whatever it was. This game was a great game. And it came down to mental errors on Louisville's behalf. We couldn't ask for anything else, man. I mean, it was a back and forth game. Louisville really controlled the game, period. Duke did whatever, and then Louisville had a nice old lead in what was it, 4, and then the biggest turnover in program history happened. The 10-second call, 10
Yeah.
seconds, because if you got it over the half court line, they'd had to foul you. You'd have went to the free throws. You couldn't get that. Committed a foul. It was an and one. They missed the free throw. Got the rebound. Hit a 3. Bam. 5-point possession. That was it. Went in overtime. You would have thought that in overtime, Louisville had the juice. You can go ahead and Duke's best player fouled out, in regulation. So it was set up for you, but couldn't deliver. Tough loss. I mean, even Jeff said it. I posted on it that, he thought he made an error. He should have called a timeout. But my thing is this: Taj Roberts been playing point guard probably all her life, and we know that it's a 10-second call. No matter what, it's a 10-second call. You should have got the ball over. Head coach shouldn't have to call. I mean, could have, yes, he could have, but you as a point guard, not a forward, a point guard should have got the ball across. That's a given. This team really shows though that the inexperience in games, in big games, right? Because a lot of these games that they've lost has been big games and they have not executed to win these games. I love Amari Berry. You can't be a 90% free throw shooter, but not in clutch time. You're 50%. You can't. And without her, Louisville wouldn't even be up here. Let's be real. I mean, that's 100%. But I think will she grow from that? Hell yeah, she would grow from it. She's the one I look at as the next best thing. Big time. McKinley Randolph showed her worth. That she's an all-around player that really, she can play that Ziegler role as a point forward. She can shoot the 3. She had 5. Let me see. She actually had 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 dimes. She rolled. But one thing that stood out to me, and I'm going to say this and I'll let you guys, before we wrap stuff up, because Ziegler ended up with 10 points, but they was pedestrian. I know Don and I was going back and forth. I think it might have been us 3. I know Travis kind of let us go at it and go back and forth, but and I think I mentioned that pretty much all these transfers didn't do shit. Like they wasn't used to playing in like you can say Raina, yeah, she came from Oklahoma, but they wasn't playing in the SEC championship game, and she didn't start. She came off the bench. She looked sluggish out there. Like she didn't know what to do. She played 23 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 6 field goals, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers, no assist. Absolutely the worst game I've seen her play as a Cardinal. Skylar Jones, 4 points. She hit that dagger, but she's like a wild deer. You know what I'm saying? Like she needs to control herself. And y'all know Jeff. Jeff ain't gonna play that when it comes to games like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see her with 4 minutes. That's it. Sit on down on the bench. Ziegler, like I said, she had her. If you look at her stats, 10 points, 4 for 8, regular field goals, 2 for 5,
Way
3 pointers, 4 rebounds. But it was pedestrian. She didn't really make an impact. And those are the players that you bring to help you. If it wasn't for the sophomores, and we was going back to Hardy. That's like she reminds me of Jaja Pachulia for Golden State. Golden State used to start his ass. He played 2 or 3 minutes, and then you don't see him no more until the second half. Start the second half, they come on out. You got to trust in this 6'4" jumping jack that can go up and get the ball and can put it back. But I know why he does it. She can't hit free throws. I can't have you in the game of this magnitude and you are shooting like 30-something% free throws. You got to work on it. You got until you improve that. I can't have you out. And I've been talking about Hardy since last year, like player. But now I see. That's why he's the coach. But hopefully, everybody will learn that okay, let's use this as a stepping stone. They're gonna have 2 home games at the Yum Center. Hopefully, take care of that business. Get to the Sweet 16. Anything goes. Let's happen. Let's make it rock and roll. Great regular season, great tournament run, but you gotta win those championships when it's there for you to take, and they did not. T Rock, what's your thoughts on Louisville losing to Duke 70-65 in the championship game?
No, I mean disappointing. But at the same time, it was a good game. I think the issue with Reina and Ziegler, honestly, is they let that size bother them. Reina she drives the ball.
Yep.
She drives the ball. She does not drive the ball because she just probably gonna get that stuff pitched. Outside, but that shouldn't stop you from driving the ball. That should make you want to drive more. And at the very least, if they're gonna think you're gonna drive, at least stop pull the mid range. Ziegler's game is pretty much mid range ish. She'll hit some threes, but she's mid range ish. You know what I'm saying? And she is not a true post. So, again, length. She can't post him up. So she's got to bring him out, and then she's almost got to be a little bit either a lot of clearance between her and the defender or open to shoot the ball mid range or three.
Because she can't drive.
That's why. That's why I'm saying that. Who they played where she shot from the coach's box almost and dropped it. She had to shoot that far, right? Because But anyway, I say all that to say. Amari Berry should not hang her head. She is going to be the next thing that the Louisville's going to have. She's cold with the ball. If I'm not mistaken, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably am. This is the largest margin of loss for Louisville. I think other losses were like 1, 2, or 3 points.
Other than UConn.
Yeah, other than UConn, this is.
And this was in overtime.
Yeah. So it took there. Yeah, we I'm sure we all thought, like you said, we went to overtime. We thought Louisville had the juice just because Louisville's so deep.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're bringing those players off the bench and they're not giving you what you need from those folks off the bench, with the exception of Barry,
Right.
then yeah, that's gonna cause problems. Say all we need Rainer to do is score 6, 7 points.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the game.
That's it.
Jones,
That's all you had to
4 points.
Right, and in the end, you did not, for one, take care of the ball, and then two, you did not get rebounds.
Right.
They were offensive rebounding y'all to death.
The death. Push them underneath the basket. Push them under the basket. Yep.
So again, another thing that changes. You get the rebound, things could be different.
Yep.
Good game. I wish they had won. Hell yes, I wish they had won that. Had all the ex players out there, AD and Jazz when them was there. It would have been poetic. It would have been really poetic.
Right.
Who knows what this team's going to look like next year?
Right. You better keep that core. And suppose I heard him on the radio saying that pretty much they got everybody pretty much locked and loaded to return. They done got that NIL for them. So, but yet he's gonna add some more pieces. Of course, he's got to, because he really only recruited like 2 or 3 people who they're not gonna be impactful. He doesn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you one of them McDonald's, like AD and all them. Otherwise, yeah, you in trouble. And also that ankle injury that Elof had, that messed it up too, because she would have got more than 4 points. That's one, even though she's quirky, she gets a shot off, she has moves, she can shoot it, she's not afraid. She would go in there and battle. And that hurt because a lot of those rebounds she would have got, but she got pushed so far under, couldn't move. Don, what's your thoughts on the game?
The first thing is funny because y'all just hit it at the very end. First thing I was thinking, I hate it now that with the times has come to, man, I hope we can keep Randolph. I hope we can keep Barry. I hope, they back next year.
Right.
That's what, has since time has changed. It's like, we got to worry about it. But yeah, they play hard. I mean, like I said, I need to see some more from Ziegler. We need to see some more from him. Elof, she's been playing her heart out lately. These past weeks and weeks. And she's been, because from seeing her even from the beginning of the season and watching her until the end, even being at the games up close and personal, it's like, man, she's come a long way. Randolph, I just loved it how she put it all out there for the last game. Daddy out there watching. She's like,
45 minutes. She played the whole game.
Man. Oh. So they got anything about it. If they playing on all cylinders, I mean, who knows who could stop them? Because they could go far.
Yeah.
Because this team can produce and can go. They got what it takes. But if everybody's on all cylinders, though, because we can't have, Scott Jones out, Lord. Yeah, we can't have everybody just so-so. Can't have halfway in. Everybody got to be all the way in. So with this game, I hated how it ended. Just so like that, so much of we was right there, and just for it to turn around like it was like, oh great. I hate it, but hey, it was good. We'll go, but we'll see. Come to the tournament, see what it's like.
Louisville was 6 for 9 free throws. Duke was 18 for 26.
See,
and actually 42 rebounds for Duke. Louisville had 34. I thought it was worse than that because, and I like to see the second half. I would like to see the last 10 minutes of the game. Because they killed Louisville on the boards on that. They had 19 offensive rebounds, and Louisville had 14. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Real quick, real quick. Give about a minute on this. Really a minute. Bam scores 83 points against the Wizards. This happens last night. this was bananas because lots of times box scores really don't tell the truth. Yeah, numbers don't lie, but still, they can be, handled differently.
Little
Let's
pat.
put it that way. It
Yeah.
could be handled a little
Little
bit
pat.
different. But this right here, to me, I think this game would go down in history as far as, yes, 83 points. But from years from now, I think everybody still be talking about Kobe's 81 versus this 83. When you look at the and I'm gonna read the box scores real quick on this one. They play the Wizards, 150 to 129. Bam, of course, 83 points. My man shot 43 field goals. He was 20 for 43. We all can do the math. That's less than 50%. He was 7 for 22 on 3-pointers. Why'd you take 22? 7 for 22, right? Free throws, 36 for 43. 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 turnovers. So, granted, Don hit us up, and when he had, I forgot how many points, it was ridiculous. I don't know if it was halftime or first quarter when he went off. Halftime when he was going off. So what you're saying is you just gave him the ball and just let him do what he wanted to do. Because everybody else on this team, and they scored 150 points, 4 points, 12, 10, 5, 18, 8, 5, 5. 43 field goal percentage. Hey, great. Hey, 83, you got it. You're up. Wilt had 100. You got 83. Kobe got 81. But I don't know. Something about this. It's like watching an All-Star game. Because the Wizards didn't give a shit. Do what you want to do. They was talking about that my man was hoisting up 3-pointers with three men around him. What? This is why people don't watch NBA games. This is why people don't watch NBA games until the playoffs when it's really meaningful. Yes, we do watch certain players, but I never tune in to watch a Bam Adebayo game. For real. And I never will. I don't care if he scored 150 next game. He doesn't excite me. And watching somebody who shoot below 50% and score 83 points is a freaking joke. Freaking joke. It is. Disgusting for the Wizards and really disgusting for Miami, too. But hey, Bam, you got it. You still the second most famous person in the relationship that you're in. Don, what you thought about the Bam's 83? Real quick. Give me about a minute.
Push it. Push it. Yeah, it's Patty. I mean, it was just, come on. I mean, the thing is, you had the coach even tell him, I can't even think the coach's name, but it doesn't even matter right now. Coach said, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about taking him out. No, I'm gonna. I mean, it just to the game. It's. I'm trying to think the word I'm looking for, but it's almost like disrespectful to me. I mean, it was just, come on, man. You shooting all this, you doing this. I mean, I can still remember, back in January 22nd, 2006, when Kobe scored at 81.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's gonna remember, like, what was you doing when Bam scored 83 points? Oh, sitting on the, I don't know. I mean, no, they was all those fouls. They started fouling intentionally. I mean, you shooting all these. Come on, man. It's ridiculous.
And it's crazy real quick because, like I said, he was like 20 for 43. For all you people out there who talked about Kobe, yes, you got to score. You got to shoot a lot. Kobe's stat line for when he had his 81 points, 28 for 46, that's 60%. from the field, 7 for 13 3-pointers, 18 for 20 free throws, and 42 minutes of play. And the crazy thing is that you're used to Kobe going to the line 15, 12, 15, and even a 20 if you know what I'm saying, if he's going off. You're not used to my man going to the free throw line 43 times.
Before yesterday, Bam was averaging 4 free throw shots a game.
Come on. T-Rock, real quick. T-Rock.
The Wizards are trash.
They ought to be ashamed. They ought to be ashamed. For real. All right, let me get that off the screen. T-Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I hope y'all don't have to work as hard as I do.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. I can't take you seriously at all. All right, look, I seen this and I just had to throw it's just a phrase. I had to throw it out here. I'm going to tell you this. I'll overdress for a grocery run and feel zero shame. Life is short, and I refuse to look average on purpose. You never know who you're going to see. And even if I see nobody, I still see myself. And I'd rather catch my reflection in the frozen owl and think, yeah, that's that guy, then walk away in something that doesn't match my energy. Because you got to stay with that energy.
Is that okay? Is that from Superfly? Or was that from Top Model Tyra Banks and their Netflix show? I mean, what was that from?
It's bad, you know that Netflix.
That sound like it's something from the Netflix Top Model show. All right, all I gotta say, hey man,
Stay fly.
All I gotta say is, man, love, keep loving, hug your family, your friends, people close to you, man. Let them know that you love them. Life is short, kind of like what he said, but not looking in the frozen section. But life is short. Cherish each other, respect each other, love each other. Thank you guys for the support. Big time. We out. Peace.
Every City Sports Review is a classic. Click on the latest to see what happened. All facts and never capping. Don't be sleeping, maybe only napping. We do not fold, we are not some napkins. I don't mean to control you like a captain, but I'm just multitasking. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Every City Sports Review show. And with people you might know. You might learn something you ain't know. Every city, do you catch a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show.